Can we start?
Yeah, you want me to start?
No, no, I'm.
थोड़ा लाइट और हो सकता कोई नहीं, let us start कर दिया मैंने.
Okay. Okay. Namaste, everybody. Good afternoon and greetings for the day. We welcome you all for this 15-day yoga, meditation, and asana pranayam sessions by Art of Living through AICTE, All India Council for Technical Education. Today is the 15th day, and as per the scheme, today is the last day of the session of this whole series. But you know, all the videos, all the asanas, meditations, and pranayams are already there on the platform of AICTE, and you all have the link of the videos. So I have only one request, you know, practice again and again all these sessions. And there are few sessions like desktop yoga. There are few sessions on mudra pranayams, which you can practice, say, immediately after your class, in say, while sitting on the chair, and say, take out time, say, for faculty members, take out the time during, say, before lunch. You can practice these sessions, say, for 10-15 minutes. These sessions will be, these asanas, these pranayams, breathing techniques will be super beneficial for all of you. And for meditations, you know, our trainers have conducted 5-10 minute meditation every day. But for meditations, I request all of you to go and watch this YouTube channel of Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar. You can note it down. Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar. And you know, Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar ji has shared 175 types of meditation. You know, meditation kindles the joy, enthusiasm. It you know, it increases the innovation. It increases the intuitive ability. Meditation brings joy in life. So for all the meditations, you know, you just check the YouTube channel by Gurudev, and there are 175 types of meditation. So you can change your meditation every day. Say one day you can do one meditation, other day second meditation, third meditation, and practice it daily. So this is a gift from All India Council for Technical Education and Art of Living to all of you to enjoy, say, yoga is not only for International Day of Yoga, but you know, you practice it every day. So asanas, pranayams, and meditation, three things. Asan, as of now, asan, pranayam, and meditation. Practice it every day. You know, not to be missed even a single day. Okay. Can you all give me a promise? Give us a promise on this. Okay. So one more thing. So right now you write down the name of your institution in the chat box. Say name of the institution, university, write it down in the chat box. Or whenever you watch this video, write down the name of your institution in the chat box and write down your experiences also. Say आपको कैसा लगा ये 15 दिन के सेशंस में, 14 दिन के सेशंस में, write down in the chat box. Yeah, and we'll go through all the comments, all the say the experiences of yours. Okay, so thank you so much. And today let's join Riya ji for today's session. And today the session is till 1:30 because today we have valedictory session also. So be there till 1:30. Yeah. So welcome Riya ji.
Thank you. Very good afternoon to everybody. Namaste. So let's start with the session. Eyes closed. Deep breath in. And breathe out. Another deep breath in. And exhale. In for Om. You may open your eyes. आराम से. So let's do little bit of warm up and then we'll continue with some asanas. Whatever we have been practicing for long now, we'll do everything little bit. I mean, like which you can practice on a regular basis. So we'll do the basic asanas, and then of course meditation is there on YouTube, and little pranayama. So it's a good way to start your yoga practices with some deep breaths in and out, and few chants, and then little warming up of the body. So let's do right to left. Today let's set the sequence up, which we can practice every day. My name is Ria, and I'm a faculty member with the Art of Living. And also, I'm a yoga trainer. Forward and back. Little bit stretch sideways. When you wake up in the morning, it's good idea to stretch your body a little bit. Top, nice. Place your elbows on the ground and stretch your body. I am sure by now you don't need much of instructions, huh? You all are an expert now. So all this you can practice regularly. Body and back. Forward and back. Gently, let's twist our body. Place your left palm on your right knee, right palm behind, and twist your body. Shoulders inclined in one line. Center, other side. Always remember to do both the sides. Come back. Once again. And other side. Relax. Now, let's start with butterfly, Triasana or Baddha. Back straight. This is really good for your pelvic region. Always remember to do yoga with a smile on your face. Huh? That way your facial muscles are also relaxed. Slowly, let's press our knees to the ground. Little difficult, but not that difficult for you now because body is already stretched. Take your hands up and come forward as much as you can and come down. Slowly, let's come up the way we went. Okay, now let's come on our pose. I remember other day I showed you how to come on your pose. Cat stretch. Very, very good for your lower back. Huh? I'm sure you all have to sit for long hours. Breathe in, take your head up, pull your navel inside, and look up. Breathe out, and come down, chin to the chest. Let's practice this 3 times. You can do this early morning after waking up also. One last time. Feel the stretch in the lower back region. Arc your back and slowly relax in Shishu Asana, child's pose. You slowly come up. Try to hold your ankles if possible. And you may do back, camel pose. And slowly come back in Shishivasana. Slowly lie down on your stomach. Keep your hands under your shoulders, legs together. Breathe in and slowly come into Javasana or Cobra pose. Slowly come down. Hands in the front, legs together. Breathe in and lift your body in Superman pose. And relax. Slowly, you may start kicking. You may gently place your chin on your palms. Discipline practice while you're on the bed. Don't need a yoga mat for this. Gently, let's take few circles. I'm just helping you build a sequence for rest of the days. These are very few and simple asanas which you can practice every day. Relax. Okay, so what we do now? We hold our legs, hold our ankles, and we lift our body in Dhanurasana or bow pose. So breathe in. And slowly come down. And relax in Makarasana. My left leg is folded, right leg on the ground, left palm on the ground, and relax. You will breathe in, and then take out the sound of a humming bee. Once again, breathe in. Breathe in. Relax. Let's come on our back. We practice Naukasana. Lie down on your back. Hands goes back. Breathe in and lift your hands and legs. In and come. Body straight down. Eyes, hand, and legs in one line. And relax. Bend your right leg. Hold it with your hands. Bring it closer to your chest. The other leg, the left leg, is on the ground. Don't forget to smile. And slowly breathe in. And lift your head. And try touching your nose to the knee. Ardha Muktasan with right leg. Relax. Left leg. Relax. Both the legs. Now you will gently backwards to forward. Keeping your head right to left. Give a nice massage to your spine. And relax. Both the legs on the ground. Now, you may slowly come at the side of your body. Place your elbows. Body will be straight. Gently lift your leg up and down. Vishnuvasana. To balance your body so that the body doesn't fall forward or doesn't go too back, you may place your palm in front of the chest. And then you may take it up, down, without bending your knees. Up, down, up, down, up, down. So you may change the side now. Let's do it on the other side. You may roll on your back and shift to the other side. And slowly, you may sit up. We practice some asanas, terrible twist. So, place your left leg under your right leg over your left knee. The leg which is above, that hand goes back always. Okay? And the other hand comes out this way. And you gently twist your body from the right side and look back. I will do it from the side so that it's visible for you step by step. So both the legs, hands are here. I'm taking my left leg under my right leg over my left knee, left hand, and right hand behind. And I'm looking back. This is really good for people with diabetes. Let's practice other side. Same way, just change of hand and change of legs. When practiced regularly, it really helps. Relax. Let's sit comfortably and easily. Take both our hands and stretch your hand up from your lower back. Breathe in and breathe out. Then and breathe out. breathe out. Slowly. So these were basic set of asanas which you can practice regularly. And when practiced regularly, then you get to see the results. Yes? Okay. We'll do Brahmari Pranayam now once. Let's learn Brahmari Pranayam for a better sleep. We did Brahmari lying down. Now we can do Brahmari this way also. Place your finger on this thing here. Now you just have to, with your finger, you have to put it in, out, with the humming bee sound. We've already done this before. So breathe in. Mm. Breathe in. Mm. Breathe in. Mm. And relax. Brahmari really gives good deep sleep when practiced regularly. So when you do it before sleeping, it helps you to get your sleep faster. We'll practice Nari Shodhan Pranayam and then we'll sit with our eyes closed for 5 minutes. Left hand in Chin Mudra on your left lap, right hand on your face. We've done this before. Thumb on your right nostril, ring finger and tiny finger on your left nostril, index finger and middle finger in the eyebrow center. Breathe in from both the nostrils. Breathe out from both nostrils. Breathe in from left. Breathe out from right. Breathe in from right. Breathe out from left. Continue for a few rounds. Deep breaths in and out. Back straight. Relax. Eyes closed. Total attention on your breath. Feel the sensation in the body. Observe what is happening in the mind right now. Deep breath in. And exhale from your mouth. Breathe in. Exhale from your mouth. Breathe in. Relax more and more. Relax your body. Relax your mind. Observe the breath. Relax completely. Breathe in and breathe out. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Sha Sha Sha. Slowly and gradually, taking your time with a smile on your face, you may open your eyes. So these are the basic asanas that you can do it with your daily routine. Hardly takes 10 to 15 minutes to give a nice stretch to your body. Yes. Thank you everybody for joining. So over to you. Thank you, Varun.
So we'll wait for valedictory session. Everybody just be there.
Thank you, Riya.
Thank you, sir.
Jai Guru.
Jai Gurudev, sir.
Yeah,
Good morning,
Mudra.
everyone. Our chief guest is just joining.
Pranam, Rajiv ji.
Good afternoon, Madhurav ji.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Madhurav ji, Pranam.
Pranam ji, pranam. सबको pranam.
Our advisor, ma'am, Mamta Agrawal, ma'am, have joined. And director Dinesh Singh ji.
Nice to meet each one of you in the virtual.
आप सभी को मेरा नमस्कार. Madhurav ji, our chief guest has also joined.
Thank you.
So may we start the program with Saraswati Vandana and Deep Prajwalan.
या कुन्देन्दु ब्रह्माच्युत शङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा।
आप सभी को मेरा प्रणाम. Welcome, warm welcome, heartfelt welcome. Our very distinguished chief guest, a renowned, dedicated global yoga teacher, Sanskrit scholar and author, Dr. Vinay Chandra Banavati, who is also the director of Center of Indian Knowledge System, Chanakya University at Bangalore. Shri Madhu Raoji, chairman, the Art of Living Trust. And I'm sure you know a friend, philosopher, and guide to thousands of people, if not millions. I'm privileged to be in company in all of you. And you know, all the gurus who have been teaching us yoga for last 20 days. Each one of them have really contributed to try to create a healthier, a calm, a better society in a holistic sense. This is an occasion for all of us progressing towards calmness, a composer, a moment of celebration, where we are celebrating the excellence in our ancient, valuable knowledge of yoga. So yoga, as I have always said it, and Banavati ji was with me in our previous one, that it's a holistic approach towards health and well-being with physical, emotional, and spiritual dimensions to it, or if I may say, a convergence of all the three dimensions. So tomorrow we'll be celebrating International Yoga Day, and all these 20 days of exercise was a prelude to it. So we are trying, we are encouraging, we are calling upon people to embarking on this continuous journey of yoga so that you know we all can have an all-inclusive, a holistic, a complete wellness among ourselves. The ancient science of yoga, which I always believe is one of the most invaluable gift to the global world. And here I'm quoting Sage Patanjali, who compiled the first yoga philosophy. Yoga helps a person to control his or her thoughts, random thoughts, and allows a state of calmness, stillness, composure, and creates an inner harmony within self, with the surroundings, and with the mother nature. When we often talk about yoga, it defines yoga as an ability to connect, to interconnect, connect with one's own indris, connect with one's own, you know, breathing, where we can even concentrate that, you know, we are inhaling and exhaling, which I don't think we'll ever do it. And with ucharan of Om and that peace, which we say that Om Shanti, Shanti. So, you know, somewhere we are not only trying to achieve a holistic wellness for self, but we are also trying to pray and making sure that the whole world is part of our prayers in receiving that peace, that calmness, and that holistic wellness, where you know this yoga basic principle of organic interconnectedness of different facets of life, not a mere set of exercises. It goes beyond our physical exercises. It connects our body with our thought process. It connects our postures with our inhaling and exhaling, with our breathing. It seeks to build a lifestyle that values calmness, harmony, positive thinking, positive energy. One of the most effective therapies for many, many psychosomatic disorders and all the lifestyle disorders. Yoga advocates purity of mind, speech, and body, contentment, acceptance of others, perseverance, self-study, introspection, retrospection, self-reflection, and contemplation of the Supreme Being. The word yoga, as they say, derived from two roots. One signifies connection and the second signifies concentration. So let's today connect with each other. Let's today concentrate on our well-being of our surroundings, and well-being of our Mother Nature. With these words, once again, I feel extremely privileged to be in the company of all of you and an amazing, amazing Atal team that does a lot of work in the background. Welcome each one of you, and we are very eager to listen to our guest of honor and to our very distinguished chief guest. Thank you so much. Thank you.
वीडियो चला
Can you be quick, Rahul? Please play the video, or Piyush, whomever is there.
2022 June 21st is the 8th consecutive year we are celebrating International Yoga Day. There was a time when yoga was considered weird and exclusive to some people, but today more than 1/3 of world's population is practicing yoga. Let's encourage more people to adapt yoga as way of life. Because yoga can keep us healthy, happy, and peaceful. We all have to work towards creating peaceful societies and peaceful nations. For that, the basis is individual peace. When an individual is strained by aggression or depression, it is the yoga that can lift us up from this despondency, this weakness, to be a more strong, stable, and happy individual. And happy individuals make better communities, and that would, in fact, roll down into world peace. We are going through a very tough time in the world today. After 2 years of pandemic, and then the war and the inflation has really taken a toll of human life, and the suffering has increased. Yoga is a way to find the inner strength to sail over this tough time and to be more creative and productive in our endowment. So let us bring the goodness of yoga to all sections of society, to all stratas of society, and hope to enhance the participation of International Yoga Day by next year. And another important point that we have to pay attention is we must stick to the authentic form of yoga. That can open the door to higher dimensions of our own consciousness. It offers us a treasure of wealth, wisdom, knowledge. And let's not make it a frivolous exercise. It's not just an exercise. We must know that yoga has its depth and dignity and can offer beyond our wild imagination, add new dimensions to our life, bring happiness and love and serenity, and increase the positive vibes in our life. So we must focus on the authentic yoga traditions. Namaste.
दिनेश
Dineshji, kindly take over.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon to everyone. With the due permission of our chief guest, let me introduce our today's distinguished guest of honor. Our distinguished guest of honor, Sri Madhura ji, started his brilliant career as a chartered accountant, and for more than a decade, he has flourished and partnered with a leading chartered accountant company in Mumbai. Thereafter, our honorable guest of honor, sir, has shifted to Hong Kong, where he has worked as a chief finance officer in a business group and worked there as a 30 years. And he has retired as a vice chairman and chief executive officer of Shangri-La Hotels and Resorts, a very renowned company. Since being introduced to the art of living and Gurudev Shri Shankaracharya in 1998, Shri Madhura ji has been instrumental in taking art of living programs of thousands of people and lending his guidance able guidance to several activities of the organization. Our sir is currently serving as a chairman of Art of Living. Now I request our guest of honor to please guide us with their valuable thoughts, sir. Please, sir.
Jai Gurudev, everybody, and thank you for your very kind introduction, Dinesh ji. Today, there is an awakening, and people all over the world have recognized and even acknowledged the importance of yoga, which has become synonymous with relaxation, happiness, and very importantly to all of us, a very creative mind. It has become a very effective instrument in combating stress, tension, and negativity in our day-to-day lives, and ultimately to help us smile through life with all the problems that we are facing. I'd like to congratulate the AICTE for taking the many initiatives it has over these years in promoting yoga and meditation. AICTE and the Art of Living Trust have been working together to reach the knowledge of yoga and meditation to the student community over these years. And this 15-day yoga initiative, culminating in the 8th International Day of Yoga celebration tomorrow, is yet another very important step in this direction. I'm very happy to share that thousands of students and faculty members have benefited from this initiative these past few weeks. On behalf of the Art of Living Trust, I'd like to congratulate the AICTE Chairman Professor Anil Sahasrabuddhe-ji, Vice Chairman Professor Purnia-ji, Member Secretary Sri Rajiv Kumar-ji, Advisor Mamta-ji, Director Atal Dr. Dinesh, Girdhari Lal-ji, and the whole Atal team for taking the message of yoga to millions through these very laudable initiatives. I'd also like to thank Dr. Vinay Chandra-ji, Director, Center of Indian Knowledge Systems, for gracing this very important occasion as the chief guest. Finally, I'd like to say that we at the Art of Living look forward to deepening and strengthening our collaboration with the AICTE and other like-minded institutions who are committed to spread the knowledge of yoga and its relevance in these modern times for the benefit of the student and the teacher community of India. Thank you very much. All the best. Thank you. Jai Gurudev.
दिनेश सर आप म्यूट पे हैं, यू आर ऑन म्यूट.
Can't hear you. Please unmute
Yes, sir.
yourself, Dinesh-ji.
Yes, sir. I have admitted me. Now, let's have a brief introduction of our Honorable Chief Guest. Our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Vinay Chandra Banawati, is the Director of Center of Indian Knowledge Systems, Chanakya University, Bangalore, and also at the Indica Yoga, a platform that offers authentic, immersive, and transformative yoga experiences across the world. He holds a PhD in psychological insights in the Vedas from Pondicherry University, besides masters in Sanskrit also, as well as in English, yogic science, and applied psychology, sir. Great, sir. Our chief guest is a dedicated teacher who travels across the world, conducting courses, lectures, and workshops on a unique blend of yoga, psychology, and Sanskrit. He is a guest faculty resource person at various universities and yoga associations, include Ghent University, Belgium, Zurich University of Applied Sciences, Switzerland, Vedanta Academy, Belgium, Irish Yoga Association, Ireland, Yoga Parmiti, Italy, School of Philosophy and Economic Sciences, Ireland, Vyasa, Singapore, etc. He had the privilege of being a tutor at the European Union of Yoga Congress, Geneva, Switzerland, for the years 2013 and 14, and was the guest of honor at the same event in the year of 2017, along with Dr. Anuradha Chaudhary. Our Honorable Chief Guest, sir, has also published so many books, include a report of standardization of yoga terminologies for World Health Organization, a book co-edited with Dr. Anuradha Chaudhary titled Perspectives of Indian Psychology, published by Jain University Press, another book co-authored titled Happiness India Perspectives, published by Development Foundation, besides a few articles, papers, journals, booklets on yoga, Indian psychology, cultural and spirituality. In addition to his academic interest, he is deeply passionate to work with the children and youth and is involved with several cultural and several service organizations in various capacities, sir. You are most welcome, sir. Now yes, ma'am.
Forward to hear from you. Thank you.
Namaste. Sabhaye Namaha, Sabhasabhyo Namaha. At the outset, I would like to express my gratitude to Mamta ji for extending this invitation a few days back. Thank you, Mamta ji, for this honor to be in the presence of such esteemed panelists. Namaste, Madhu ji, Namaste, Dinesh ji, and Giridhar Lal ji, Rajiv ji, and Varun ji. So, first of all, I'd like to congratulate AICTE and Art of Living for really taking this humanitarian task ahead, coming together with the resources each one of you bring and reaching out to masses in thousands and in thousands and thousands. I think, which Madhuji just said, that they were able to impact thousands of students and faculty members through these programs. I think it's one of the most wonderful uh, gift that as a team that we can bring together to the lives of young children, youth actually. This is true empowering. Of course, we can equip them with skills, many other things. But if we are able to equip them to find anchor in themselves, I think this would be the best gift that we can hand it over to the youngsters. And AICTE and Art of Living is jointly doing this Herculean task. So I would like to really appreciate and congratulate you for all the efforts. And I also understand that today is the culmination of a 20-day program that was devised and deployed throughout the country. So again, many congratulations on successful completion of this event. I think more and more we are realizing that health and well-being is a broader concept than limited to just absence of illness. I think this is how the WHO also defines health. Health is not just absence of an infirmity or disease, but a well-being at the spiritual level, at the physical level, at the mental level, and at the social level. And at some point of time, they also added the other dimension, the spiritual well-being too. Only when all these levels are well taken care of, a true harmony can exist. And when there is a true harmony within, it naturally spills outside too and manifests itself as harmony in the society. Aspiring for harmony outside without a good harmony inside is a very difficult task. It seems to be very artificial in nature and very short lived. I think in that context, yoga plays a very important role to establish this harmony and peace within. And what is there within will naturally flow without too. And for this, yoga has both necessary tools and techniques and practices, but it is also equipped with a very detailed framework, philosophy, and theory. So, this is where the strength of yoga comes together, where on one side, you have a very well laid out system and a philosophy. On the other hand, you have a set of tools. It's not just one tool fits all, but a set of tools depending on the person, depending on the personality, the tools can be adopted and they can be used for one's own individual's growth. What is that system that yoga follows to come up with these tools? I think the first thing that yoga offers us is a multi-tiered understanding of human phenomena. Human phenomenon is not just a biological entity. Human phenomenon is not just a physical entity. Human phenomenon is not a mechanical entity. This is very clear from the yogic perspective. According to the yogic perspective, human phenomenon or human being is a combination of different levels of existence. Of course, the physical one, that is the bodily existence. Then you have the pranic or the vital existence. Then you have the emotional or the mental, that is the third level. And the fourth one is a more deeper level, the intellectual existence. And the fifth one is the spiritual existence. This is what yoga puts it together as the Pancha Maya Kosha, five sheathed existence or five body existence of human person. So therefore, I would have various components within these five levels of my being. And within these five levels, there could be multiple components. At the bodily level, you have different elements of the body. It could be the parts of the body, it could be the biological components of the body, it could be the mechanical components of the body. So there needs to be harmony at this level. Within the prana framework, we have the gross prana that we inhale and exhale, but there are also multiple functions of the prana happening with the body. Every system, if it needs to be functional properly, whether it is the digestive system, the reproductive system, or various other systems that we refer to, if they have to be fully functional, there should be a proper supply of prana, which takes up the energy to different parts, keep them active, keep them functioning, keep them flourishing. So these are different parts at the pranic level. Similarly, when you take up the mental level, of course, there are multiple components within this level, and each component have to be well taken care of. For example, you have thoughts, you have emotions, you have feelings, um, you have ideas, as well as you have various kind of inhibitions, fears. All these things are at this mental level. Sometimes one thought may not be in harmony with the other thought. One feeling may not be in harmony with the other feeling. So, in this way, there could be probabilities of disharmony within, unless until there is a conscious approach to place them well, they won't be in harmony. So, at the mental level, there are possibilities of disharmony. And within these levels, the body might be wanting something, the mind might be wanting something else. There could be a disharmony between these levels. So if seen in this manner, there is possibilities of having disharmonies at various levels. Yoga accepts that this is a possibility. This is a framework in which we need to operate. So I need to take care of the body well. I need to take care of the prana or the vital well. I need to take care of the mind well. I need to take care of my vijnanamaya kosha or the intellectual sheath well. If all these things are taken care of, there is a natural harmony that resides inside, which is the anandamaya kosha. So through proper channels, through proper exercises, through proper practices, I will be able to manifest the essence of the Anandamaya Kosha. So this is the framework in which yoga operates. So now that it has recognized various levels, it has thoroughly thought through to see what practices help at what level. Therefore, we have a whole set of yamas and niyamas, because yamas and niyamas are those set of practices which help us to maintain social hygiene and well-being. Unless there is harmony with the people around, unless until there is some discipline that I follow, unless until there are some boundaries that I respect, I won't be able to have a mutually respectable relationship with the other. Therefore, yamas and niyamas become extremely important. With the paucity of time, I won't go to the details, but there are practices, specifically yamas and niyamas, which help us establish this harmony with my immediate surroundings. And then when it comes to the bodily level, all these kinds of imbalance that are possible, if I don't walk much, if I don't like, it's just like building the muscle mass. The more you exercise, the more muscle mass you build, and with the muscle mass which is flexible, your body is able to function well. So similarly, yoga takes care of all these aspects, all these kinds of disharmonies at the physical level through asana, through pranayama. Of course, there are various other practices too, called as kriya, mudra, bandha, etc., which really go deeper into the physical plane and really remove all the toxins that might be there inside, and also given the necessary strength and flexibility. I think this is very important to understand what yoga actually promises: strength and flexibility at all levels, whether it's at the psychological level, whether it's a physical level, strength and flexibility, strength to bear, strength to function effectively. And while giving that strength, sometimes any system can become rigid. If we become rigid, we won't be able to actually contribute in the ways that we need to. Therefore, flexibility is also equally important. So flexibility at your mental level, flexibility at the physical level. So yoga bestows flexibility to at the physical level and ensures that with the toxins out, with strength enhanced, with flexibility increased, the body is in the right fit to really contribute towards what it needs to do. So that part is taken care of well. And even pranayama helps at the physical level, but more so at the next level where the energy flow that happens within the body through various set of practices. It could be simple breathing practices, which include the sectional breathing at the thoracic level, or the abdominal breathing, or even a cleansing technique like Kapalabhati, or various sets of pranayamas. All these are effective in actually removing the blockages that might be there in the energy channels and ensure that the proper supply of energy to different parts of the body. In fact, this is one of the most effective and beautiful contributions of the yoga tradition, in the sense to recognize that there exists a bridge between the body and the mind, which connects these two and ensures that human personality has greater power over both of them with the required set of practices. Therefore, with the pranayama, one can gain access to the mind. With the pranayama, one can strengthen the body too. Right? A lot of illness, if we look at today, both the physical and the mental, you can easily recognize a disturbed breathing pattern, which Yoga Sutra also recognizes and documents. So, working with the breath will help us to deal with a lot of issues, not only help us dealing with the issues, but also help us to reach a state what we call as flourishing. That is the whole concept of karma yoga, where you can just with the joy you can offer yourself to the work that you're involved in. So pranayama takes care of the vital sheath. While predominantly takes care of the vital sheath, it also has implications at the mental level, it also has implications at the physical level. Then, when we come to the Manomaya Kosha, the third layer, which is the mental sheath, in fact, which is the focus of a lot of our discussions here, mental health and well being. Mental health is absolutely necessary. And for various reasons, it was actually underrated. Like we are now recognizing the importance of it now, but somehow we had taken it for granted. But if you look at our day-to-day life, to do anything, to think, to emote, to act, to function productively, to contribute to the society, to flourish, and just to enjoy life. And just to enjoy life, we need to have a good mental makeup. If I'm lacking in that, then my whole life is wasted. So, in order to give the necessary training, necessary tools and practices, I think yoga has huge contribution there, whether it's in the form of relaxation techniques, whether it's in the form of meditation, whether it's in the form of other simple practices, which includes pratyahara, which includes dharana, which brings in, as ma'am was saying, helps us in concentrating. Right? All these are well developed techniques tested over time and they have been made available. So, therefore, they also help at resolving these kinds of disharmony that might exist between a thought and a thought, a thought and an emotion and an emotion. So, if these things are straightened, if flexibility is brought in at the mental level, if strength is enhanced at the mental level, if I'm allowed to find the deep anchor within myself through these set of practices, I think it really helps me to find a stable anchor within. And with that stable anchor inside, whatever might be the fluctuations outside. And if we look at the world in last 2 3 years, there has been huge fluctuations, huge, I mean, changes of unimaginable nature, completely unpredictable, right? and yet we had to survive these, we had to thrive in these sessions. When everything external is out of control, there's only one element that is under our control, that is the being within. So yoga helps us to realize the stable aspect within me and find myself a good anchoring space. If I find that anchoring space, I'll be able to sail through any difficulty. And this is something that we develop over a period of time, which what we call as maturity. But it's the youngsters who lack it because they have been not trained into it. And therefore, providing this kind of training, this kind of thought framework to youngsters through these kinds of programs that AICTE and Art of Living is doing. I think it's extremely important in this context. What we are doing is actually giving the future its own space so that they can manifest, they can find themselves and also manifest their capabilities. And I don't think there is any other better way of empowering the youth in this country and the world. And therefore I'm really grateful for the work that you have been doing, and offer my salutations and also congratulate the team for all these things. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Manavati ji, and we will be in constant touch of Madhurav ji as well as you, so that can we take our this most invaluable inherent knowledge to our youth. And I have already spoken in my last session that we should try to make yoga as an integrated part of curriculum at both school level as well as at higher education level. And I'm very thankful to Art of Living for conducting this. And Banavati ji, I think, the pretext that, that foundation which you have set for us and different 5 layers and harmony among all those 5 layers, we shall try to achieve that with all of you and under your guidance. So thank you so much. And now very quickly, a formal vote of thanks. Though we all feel very, very heartfelt thank to both of you, Madhurav ji and Banavati ji. My director, our director, Dinesh ji will propose a formal vote of thanks.
Respected sir and madam, it's my immense pleasure to propose vote of thanks on this memorable online valedictory program on the successful completion of yoga sessions from 1st June to 20th June. My heartfelt thanks to Sri our honorable guest of honor, Sri Madhurav, Chairman, Art of Living Trust, for their inspiration, motivation, and contribution to make this yoga session a grand success. And I am glad to share that nearly 25,000 participants has been benefited from these best articulated yoga session. Thank you very much, sir. Thanks a lot. Now I am highly thankful and special gratitude to our today's chief guest, Dr. Vinay Chandra Banavati, Director, Center of Indian Knowledge System, Chanakya, for their valuable and guidance and precise thoughts, ideas, such a large extent. Thank you very much, sir, for your benign presence, sir. I sincerely thank to all the distinguished and eminent faculty, experts, and members from Art of Living for sparing their valuable time from 1st June to 20th June for their uninterrupted yoga sessions and make it a grand successful. My special thanks to our visionary GEM leader, Honorable Chairman Professor Anil Shastrabudhe, Honorable Vice Chairman Sri Professor M.D. Punya and Honorable Member Secretary Professor Rajiv Kumar for their unstinted support, guidance, and motivated in each and every program of and aspects in our working. Now I owe special gratitude and thanks to our most dynamic, dedicated, and devoted officer, Srimati Mamta Rani Agarwalji, Advisor 1, Academy, for meticulously planning, designing, and execution of such maiden yoga programs on eve of International Yoga Day celebration. Thanks, ma'am. And now, in the last, my utmost and sincerely thanks to Dr. Girdhari Lalji, our Assistant Director, who is a source of inspiration, motivation, and their untiring efforts throughout this program. Very so brilliantly, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Last but not least, I am thankful to all the staff members of our Atal Academy, Media and E-Governance for their kind support and making this program so successful. Thank you very much. Again, thanks a lot and have a great day, sir. Good afternoon, everyone, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. So with the permission of all of you, may we close today's program.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Namaskar.
Thank you.
Pranam.
Thank you, Namaskar. We are very grateful to all peoples, all respected dignitaries.
Thank you.